I ain't never been quiet, but shh, listen. Do you know what that is? That's the quiet before the storm. Please, I'm using storm as a metaphor for nothing more than a reference to opportunity. The housing market today is quiet, and that's okay because timing is everything. Most buyers are sitting on the sidelines. Check this out. Recent survey from Redfin noted 27% of the buyers are waiting on election results. Buying a home is a process. Now is the perfect time to get your ducks in a row because your opportunity of owning a home is closer than you think. It may be 30 days, it might take 6 months, hell, it might be a year. But what's crucial is that you use this time to your advantage. Use the grace you were given. Start asking the basic questions and don't be shy. You have to plot and plan, you got to strategize. You also have to develop relationships with those that will give you the best chance of succeeding. Lenders, title companies, agents, interview them. Don't settle for average. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Ha, got it. Get in position. You need to be ready when it's go time. Don't let nobody play you.
Messi. Off he goes.
Woo, we're going hard today. And I ain't apologizing. In fact, we're going to be hitting buyer preparation hard the next several weeks. Buying a home is a life-changing purchase. Today I have the 13 catastrophic mistakes that could turn your dream home into a financial disaster. From skipping the home inspection, stop, to falling for those too good to be true deals out there. These mistakes can leave you broke and brokenhearted. We got this. And get out of that loop in your head. Get out of that loop that says you'll never own a home. Please, do you know once upon a time my trash cans were repossessed? True story. And it took me years to recover after I walked away from life. Another true story. But listen, I own a home today. You know, my redemption is for everybody. My number one goal is to make certain you don't fall into these traps and save you from the home buying nightmare. And if I have anything to do with it, there's that nightmare on Elm Street ain't gonna happen in your future. If we have not met, my name is Mark Avery of Maryland Housing Market, and today we have the 13 most common mistakes home buyers make and how to avoid them. But I hate to bring this up to you, but I got to bring you up to date on the Maryland housing market real quick so you have clarity. Heads up, buyers, the tide is definitely changing in your favor. Check out these stats from Maryland's most populated counties, from Montgomery County to PG County, Prince George's County, Baltimore County, Anne Arundel County, Baltimore City, Howard County, Frederick County, Harford County. You ready for this? In these counties, there are currently 3,747 homes available. And the population in those areas is well over 4 million people. You think that's enough inventory? I think not. Let's dig further though. Check this out. For homes priced between $250,000 and $650,000, the average county, Baltimore City included, 44% of the homes have been on the market greater than 30 days. That's real. How about this? 48% of the homes in the most populated areas of Maryland have undergone price reductions. Fact. Those are straight up facts that no one is sharing out there. Everybody's out there cheerleading and saying, you know, and just cheerleading about not talking the truth. Houses are sitting. Buyer demand has cooled. Home prices have exceeded affordability. Fact. But where there's chaos, there's opportunity. Let's get this party started. Come on now. Mistakes for you to avoid, buyers. First-time home buyers, repeat buyers. Remember, ain't nobody teaches us this stuff in school, but we're going to now. Let's go. No particular order here, and let's give credit where credit is due to Sherry Sheriari, who assisted us with this information. Number one, choosing the right location. One common mistake people make is focusing too much on the house and not enough on the location.
Far away.
Where you live can affect your daily life, like your commute. How about the vibe of the neighborhood? How much your home value might grow over time. Take some time to check out the area, the nearby shops, schools, schools.org, niche.com, and any plans for future development before deciding. My take, and this is where I get real. I know I'll sound like a tool, but it's true. Location, location, location. This is the biggest investment of your life, and more than likely, it's a layover for 3 to 5 years, and you're going to be on to your next home. Or better yet, you might turn into a rental property. Look around the neighborhood. If there's an open field across the street, Call the city or county zoning yourself. It's a simple call. Just give them the address and ask them what's up with future development. Is there anything slated like a Burger King? It's easy call and just ask for help. And be polite. Come on now. Here's another tip. Drive by that home at night. See what's up. Another one, a great time to look at homes out there is when it's raining, because you can't hide standing water or leaking water. Fact. Number 2, not hiring a real estate agent. Some people think you can handle buying a home without a real estate agent. Go for it. But that can be risky. A good agent knows the market, helps you negotiate a better deal. Make sure you don't miss any important details. Skipping that step could mean overpaying or overlooking something crucial that could cost you later. My take, this is a contract. You see this? This is your standard contract right here. And if you think you can navigate the ins and outs of your exposure, God bless you. One thing you can bank on is if you don't know what you're doing, there are those out there that will take advantage of you all day long. There are contingencies in a contract, and they're thick as thieves if you don't know what you're doing. And as far as who you hire, come on now, definitely not your boyfriend's cousin's sister, or the DoorDash guy, or the guy selling you solar panels. Come on now. Truth be told, there's some real good agents out there, but a lot of them have limited experience, they're part-time, and they lack reviews. Straight up, you can't lie, you can't hide with 240 5+ Zillow reviews. Interview and hire a good agent you trust. Biggest investment of your life. Just because you're buying a $50,000 home does not preclude, love that word, doesn't preclude you from getting the top service that a $1 million purchase would get. Believe that. Same level of service all the way through all the time. Trace. Don't ignore the hidden costs. People think buying a house is as simple as writing a check for the mortgage. But there are many hidden costs, including closing costs, property taxes, homeowners insurance. And if you're buying an old property, you must factor in potential renovation costs. Tough word, renovation. Getting a good realtor and hiring a financial advisor is best so you don't stress out yourself out financially. I'm telling you. My take, just be careful of the online calculators out there. Make certain that taxes and insurance are included, the homeowner's insurance, because a lot of them are just, you know, they're marketing sites. That's all they are. Buyer beware. Here's a new potential. Commissions. Ask your agent straight up if the seller is not paying a commission. Who is? This is real. And you have to ask because you're talking thousands of dollars potentially. That is no joke. Commissions. Straight up, ask your realtor that. Can't help myself. Number 4, for mistakes to avoid when buying a home. Underestimating the maintenance costs. Closing in on a house does not mean you're done for the day. Hardly. Almost every house, unless recently refurbished or renovated, will require some maintenance. Maintenance costs including repairs, utilities, landscaping, security can be relatively high. You know it's high. Unless you're sure you can afford all the homeowner's fees, it's best to wait until you find a better house. How about this one? My take? Come on now. You got to go in with your eyes wide open all the time. I know it's emotional and you want your own digs, but let's look through this purchase and see what's on the horizon. Who's cutting the grass? What needs to be fixed immediately for livability? How long will the HVAC last? These are real questions. Do you need to purchase appliances? New washer, new dryer, all the time. How much is gas and electric? You know you can always contact your local service provider, BG&E here in the greater Baltimore area. Give them the address and get an idea of what the costs are for 12, 18, 24 months. They'll give you a history. Eyes wide open, folks. I'm telling you, this is real now. I know that's right. So you know, we get calls and emails every single day from people just like you. They are moving about or relocating to Maryland. We love it. I love it. So whether you're moving in 9 days, 90 days, or 9 months, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We got you covered. Number 5, for mistakes to avoid, stretching your budget too thin. Many people stretch their budget and exceed it because they found that dream home and they don't want to wait any longer. While it's understandable, you must realize that buying a house is beyond your means. Buying a house beyond your means will put you under financial stress. Expensive houses usually have higher mortgages and higher property taxes too. My take, be patient. Surround yourself with a great lender, a great realtor, and a great go-to person that has experience in home ownership. Remember this. When you close on your home, you will not have a payment for 30 days. You skip a month. But in 30 days, that payment's yours for 30 years. That's real. Stay in budget. Watch out for the tools out there telling you to suck it up until the rates drop. Then you can refinance to a lower payment. Let me ask you this question. What happens if the rates don't drop? Number 6, this makes me wild. Wild. Skipping the home inspection. Why? Many realtors sneak in a purchase without disclosing the actual condition of the estate. Fact, that leads to faulty purchases and diminishes the importance of good home inspection. Skipping home inspection will directly land you in trouble and regret because you won't discover hidden problems until everything is finalized. Fact, all the time. My take. Look, there are foxes among us in sheep's clothing.
How am I doing?
There are agents representing buyers and sellers, but truth be told, in many cases, they're representing their commission. Fact, they care about getting to the table, the settlement table. 90% of the homes purchased during or post-COVID have regrets, mainly due to not performing a home inspection. It's a crucial step to learn about your home and seeing if the home is worth that squeeze. You ain't skipping a home inspection. You hear me? You're not skipping it. Number 7, for mistakes to avoid when buying a home in Maryland or America, not considering resale value. Few people consider resale value when buying a home because they're too happy about achieving their dream. Woo, whatever, stop. However, the resale value will define your future. Purchasing a home in a declining neighborhood or settling on a house with multiple repairs can impact the chances of selling it if the need arises. My take, look, you got to look through this transaction, meaning look for when you eventually sell your home, because more than likely, you're not going to live in that house forever. Ask yourself, will other people be interested in buying my home in the future? Okay? Even if I'm sitting next to a Burger King, will they want that? So you got to slow down. Look at all sides of the deal for a moment. Just a moment. Future desirability, common sense, but easy to get caught up in the emotion. You got to breathe. Namaste. Breathe. The grade 8 fees. Nobody likes the HOA, but the community is there for protection and service. Ignoring HOA fees when you close on a house can be risky, and you might be tied down with monthly expenses in the future. It's also best to ask for a record of prior payments to have a clear record of the HOA. Absolutely. My take, I know y'all hate HOAs. Don't want nobody telling you how to live. HOAs are there to protect your investment because we're surrounded by nuts. If you don't have rules, there's chaos. Your neighbor parking a car on the front lawn does not help your resale value. You feel me? If there is an HOA, review the HOA resale docs. Absolutely. Here's a fee no one talks about. A front foot fee, utility fees. Some communities have annual fees for water and sewer infrastructure that everyone is obligated to pay for 20 to 25 years. Did you know that? If you're buying a resale, ask whether the property is subject to a front foot fee. If it's not disclosed, you can demand for the seller to be responsible. Absolutely. Number 9, for most common mistakes when purchasing, not getting pre-approved for a mortgage. Getting pre-approved for a mortgage is one of the smartest ways to buy a home because you won't waste time and resources exploring properties that might eventually fall out of your budget. Good chance they will. Realtors and house sellers also see pre-approved mortgages as a sign of fiscal responsibility and will be eager to sell. You got to have a pre-approval stop. My take, you need clarity as to what payment fits your budget. You need a lender that has stellar reviews. You check out Harry Manley, First Home Mortgage, exceptional. Checks that box, no joke. How about Brenda Evans, Guild Mortgage? No joke, exceptional. Pre-qualifications are garbage, and it means nothing in our world. It's a conversation. Pre-approval is worth gold. It's your Willy Wonka, it's your golden ticket. I know I talk a lot about the tool agents out there, fact, but the majority of the brokers in our business, they're not engaged in day-to-day activity. Agents, if you're not getting the attention you need to learn and grow, and you're sick of all the ad nauseum meetings, me too. I'm with you. I lead from the front. I'm telling you, partner with me at Sachs Realty, and you won't be invisible. We're dominating social media, and we can help you take your game to the next level. Back at it. Number 10, for most common mistakes when purchasing a home, overlooking property taxes. Don't buy a house without researching property tax rules in the area. Property tax rules vary from state to state, city to city, so it's best to conduct a thorough research or consult an advisor before closing on a house and or demanding the tax record. Ignoring property taxes will land you in hot water with the three letters we all hate, IRS. Anyway, my take, the greater Baltimore area is 30 minutes from Pennsylvania border, and it's quite common for me to hear people say, listen, Mark, I want to explore PA because homes are cheaper. True. Fact. Homes are cheaper in PA. But come on now, the taxes out there are outrageous. Always check the property taxes before submitting an offer. This typically is reviewed with your lender all the time. Also, in Maryland, we have a homestead tax credit. Remember, homestead tax credit. You have to file this after 6 months of home ownership, and this limits the increase in taxable assessment each year to a fixed percentage. Keep those wolves at bay. Taxes in check. Number 11, not getting homeowners insurance. The game isn't over after you bought a house and moved in. You never know what could happen. So it's incredibly important to get homeowners insurance in case your freshly bought house experiences some damage. It's especially recommended for those settling in areas to break-ins and similar incidents. Woo, we're going to talk about this one. My take, absolutely review your homeowners insurance once a year and get quotes. Add riders for sewer lines. You hear that? And if you think you can let your homeowner's insurance go, let it lapse, your lender will think otherwise and institute a lender-placed policy that is astronomical in cost. And if you paid cash and you think you can self-fund yourself, seek the results as far as they're just self-funded down in Florida after those recent hurricanes. It's shameful. It's sad. Total loss. Self-funded homeowners is an oxymoron because it never gets funded. It's a setup for failure. Don't do that. Number 12, for costly mistakes when buying a house, failing to negotiate. Every home seller wants to sell the property with significant interest, so they'll jack up the prices before selling. It's what's happening right now. Accepting the offer without considering changes in the offer is naive. You might be overpaying beyond the property's quality, so it's best to negotiate a price that works well with you and the seller. Fair deal. My take, you have options. You got options out there of picking the very best agent and lender at your disposal. So don't be afraid of hurting someone's feelings in your family. Come on now, stop. Demand the best. The best will negotiate and take their fiduciary responsibility seriously. You got to hammer out the best deal and make people you hire work for you. Psst, here's a secret. Sellers are nervous right now and they're negotiating favorable terms. And here's another one, time out. Let me tell you the truth something about this. How about this? Real estate commissions are negotiable. And if your agent is handling your sale and your purchase, you better pound on that door for a better commission structure all day long. We got you covered. Wicked 13, rushing the process. It's important to remember that buying a house isn't as simple as it sounds. You must overlook every process, consider every detail, and read between the fine lines. Once you've got a solid idea of the house purchase, it's time to bring in a professional advisor to ensure everything is as smooth as your dreams. My take, slow down. Slow down. Don't let your emotions rule the day. Catch your breath. Let the process breathe. Make certain that any and all documents that you sign, that you receive a copy for your file. I know this industry inside and out, from the lending side to title to the agent representation. Real estate has plenty of room for people out there with bad intentions.
Well, my firm offers ninja loans. No income, no job. You know, I just leave the income section blank if I want. Corporate doesn't care.
So you got to slow down, you got to ask questions, and do not be afraid to use your voice. As my dad always said, if you don't open your mouth, you don't get. The truth will absolutely set you free. Remember, in the Maryland housing market, knowledge isn't just power. It's your ticket to a successful home purchase. When you're ready, you're going to get the right tools to turn your home buying experience into a victory, not a catastrophe. Let this home purchase breathe for a little while. Let it breathe. Let it go for a little bit. Go get some crabs. Come on now. Check out my next video. Let's go. Maryland's best crabs all day long. Love you, Baltimore. Let's go.